Welcome back to the final segment of this week's installment of Sun Devil Extra from the Mountain America Credit Union's Sun Devil Radio Network. I'm Tim Healey, the radio voice of the Sun Devils, and your host for each week's show, and we're glad that you joined us. Continuing now with our preview of this weekend's Pac-12 Men's Golf Championships, which will take place this coming Friday through Sunday, hosted by Arizona State University and taking place at Desert Forest Golf Club up in Carefree, Arizona. Joining us now is a young man who has turned heads and opened eyes in his freshman season at Arizona State with his spectacular play on the golf course. Currently ranked by one service as the #1 collegiate golfer in the nation, he is one of two Sun Devils to be named a semifinalist for the Ben Hogan Award, which is the equivalent of the Heisman Trophy in men's collegiate golf. He comes from Beijing, China, and we are delighted to welcome Wenyi Ding to Arizona State and to Sun Devil Extra. Ding, it's great to see you. Tell us a little bit about how you got from Beijing to Tempe, how you became an Arizona State Sun Devil.
Yeah, it has a lot like difference, like travel from Beijing to here. Actually, I'm not living in the city in Beijing, so it's not like that hard to transfer to here.
Yeah, I guess when you were about ready to decide on a college, that's right when COVID hit, wasn't it? How did that impact your ability to start looking at places to go to college?
It's impacted me a lot. Like I can't come to America to play tournaments. If I come, I can't go back, so I'll take too much risk. So I decided stay in China and send emails to head coach. Yeah.
And Coach Thurman was one of those to respond, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really lucky.
Yeah. Oh, I think he feels like he is the lucky one for sure. How tough an adjustment has it been to living in the United States?
Like for living in America, the biggest problem for me is food.
Really?
Yeah, I'm skinny right now. So I'm trying to find some Asian food when I have time. Yeah, and for academic, like I had online for my high school. So come to college, so a little bit nervous for my academic score.
Yeah. Your English is very good. How challenging has the language been to learn how to speak English?
Like the biggest problem for me is grammar. Like I study by myself in China. I just like learn a little bit in my primary school, and after the middle school and high school, I pay a lot of time to play tournaments. So, like my grammar is not good.
It sounds pretty doggone good to me. You won the U.S. Junior Amateur Championship back in 2022. That was played at Bandon Dunes in Oregon. What did that do for your confidence level and get you on a path to where you are now?
Like honestly, before I went to the Bandon Dunes, I thought like I just prepared. I have no idea how to win this tournament. And after the qualifier, like the first two rounds, qualified to the match play, I feel good because that is a really windy golf course and I did really well on the par 3. I have a big advantage. Yeah.
Have you surprised yourself with the success you've had this year?
Yeah, it was surprised me because I was really nervous, like how to planning my time to practice golf, play in the course, and how to like put my time to study. Yeah.
Now, Ding's signature moment, as we talked about earlier in the show with Coach Matt Thurman, came in February in Hawaii when he set the all-time NCAA record for the lowest score, 54-hole score against par in NCAA history when he finished 27 under par, 189 at the Amer Area Invitational in Hawaii. Think back to that weekend. What enabled you to play so magnificently that weekend?
Like, it was amazing. Like, if I play that again, I probably cannot do that. Like, it was lucky because that week there's no wind for Hawaii. And
Which is unusual for Hawaii, for sure.
Yeah, last year they canceled the tournament because the wind was too strong.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was a really good experiment.
Coach said that you were like a machine that weekend. What were you? Did you feel like you were quote unquote in the zone that day or that weekend?
Yeah, I feel like really good for my golf performance. I just have to think about how to make birdie. Like, it's not too hard for me that week.
Apparently not at 27 under par for 3 holes. You're the number 1 ranked player in the nation. You're, as we mentioned earlier, one of 2 Sun Devils to be semifinalists for the Ben Hogan Award. What do those achievements mean to you at this stage of your career?
I mean, for me, probably the biggest successful transition from a player to a student athlete. Yeah, so it's meaning I did well for my academic and also did well for my golf.
And your other teammate who's also a semifinalist for the Hogan Award is Preston Summerhays. Talk about Preston and how you two get along and maybe challenge each other and what it's like to be his teammate.
I was watching him to win the U.S. Junior I think in 2000.
22 was it?
I think 2019.
Could be. Yeah.
So, I know him pretty well. He is a really good player and really strong for mental and really good golf skills.
Yeah. How do you like your team's chances this weekend at the Pac-12 Championships, and what will be some of the keys for your team to have success?
I think we have the best player in the nation and in the whole world. Like, we have a lot of good amateur players from Europe, from Asia, from America. So we have a really good chance.
What do you know about Desert Forest Golf Club and getting the chance to play there?
It was shocked me my first time to play it. Actually, the fairway is not narrow, but the vision makes you feel like really nervous when you stand on the tee. So it's a big challenge, and probably will be windy when we play the tournament.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about what you're majoring or what you want to study at Arizona State, and what other than golf, what your future plans are.
I choose business communication at first, but I realized it's a little bit hard for me, so I changed to liberal studies, so make me have more free time to practice.
For sure. Well, we wish you continued success in your golf career at Arizona State, and wish you and your teammates success this weekend at the Pac-12 Championships. Thanks for visiting with us.
Thank you.
That's Sun Devil freshman golfer Wenyi Ding. He has been our guest on our final segment of this week's installment of Sun Devil Extra. We bring down the curtain now on this week's show. A couple of thank yous before we leave. We always hate to do this, but we got to do it anyway, and thank our executive producer, Arizona State Senior Associate Athletic Director Doug Tamaro, for his help, and thanks as well to our terrific engineer producer Sean Crespin of the Mountain America Credit Union Sun Devil Radio Network for his assistance also. We're back in 2 weeks with another edition of Sun Devil Extra, and we hope you'll join us then. Till then, I'm Tim Healey. Thanks for joining us. So long, everybody.